Hey guys, Dave Anderson here, Helicool's Helipad. We've all been taught that necessity is the mother of invention. And with resources oftentimes scarce, we need to try to eliminate any kind of waste and use our resources to the best of our ability. And there's a couple of things that I've done with Malachi in building the seats. And I think that I have just come up with a better solution. This is a little rewind because you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been. Man, I ain't gonna lie. That was a mother. Yes. I don't like that. All right. A lot less material, obviously. All right. Well, it's not bad. I don't know. I think this is gonna work. So this is where I've been. This is where the journey started. And I'm gonna show you some really cool ways how to make this seat work without too much fuss, without too much muss. Easy times 3. Stay tuned. So now you know where I have been with this seat. I wanted to make sure that you also knew that I have some functionality parameters. And one of them is that the seat needs to operate exactly the way it operated when it was in the vehicle that it was in. I wanted it to still tilt. I wanted it to still roll back and forth and do all the things that it could normally do before. I didn't want to cut the whole frame out and it just be a fixed seat just like the last one was. And that is why I needed an entire donor car to be able to do this, because I had to cut out those rear brackets. So in essence, this is what I am left with. And to me, this is kind of like a no-brainer. Why do I need this? Why do I need this piece? I have it welded with this big, thick piece back here. Okay, that will bolt. That is lined up for the rear bolts. All I need is another piece of angle iron here so that I can have something to attach the front seat bracket to, so I can get rid of this whole thing. That is the beauty of this. That is the beauty of trial and error. I mean, this transformed from this huge seat panel to just it being welded onto a couple of bed rails and a piece of communications box to just being 3 bed rails and a piece of joining metal in the center. How simple and how easy is that? It's just, I think back of it now and it's just like it's common sense, but I just wasn't thinking about that when I was building it. And that's what you have to do is get into it and fabricate it and build it. And then you start looking at things like, why, how can I do that better? And you come up with something that's just, keep it simple, stupid, genius, easy. Now I like that. That is what I would consider 100%. None of this 80%. Nah, that's like a B minus. We're looking for the 4.0. And so this is it. Pretty simple. Just welded a couple of little pieces of rebar on there just to provide gussets. Didn't really need to, but you know, if you really want it to be a little bit more skookum, to each their own. Let's go see how it fits. I think that is a whole lot better flush with the mounts here. I had to take out a little bit of a nibble out of that just to get that to fit, but fits in there really good. As you noticed, yes, I took out the box. Priorities, priorities, but it's looking really good. Well, do you recognize this? Yeah, I had to lengthen it because it was the reel was still interfering with the seat, so I just cut it and welded a couple of bars in between. This is still skookum strong, but that's what it's for. All right, well, still works pretty good. Now the reel is clear up here. So, hey, it works. All right, the seat is in, and I just need to get these in and get them tight, test the seat out. Well, here we are, and it looks like pretty good seat room, and I can move it forward. I think this is actually all the way back. So I definitely have room for the pedals and everything else. It looks like this is going to work out swimmingly. So I'm going to call this a win, and I think that this one is pretty close to 100% of what I actually wanted from the very beginning. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more hijinks on this channel. Until then, I'm Dave Anderson signing out. You guys be safe out there, and God bless.